This video is on compound probability, specifically Venn diagrams. In this problem, we have 21 students at Riverside High School are allergic to either peanuts, shellfish, or both. 14 students are allergic to peanuts. 12 students are allergic to shellfish. How many students are allergic to both peanuts and shellfish? So we look back at the beginning of this. So this one says that 21 students are actually allergic to something. So there are not 21 students at the school, but there are 21 students who are allergic to one of these things. So this is our total amount of students that we're dealing with. The 21 students should be what everything adds up to. 21 students total that we're talking about. We have two things that we have allergic to. We're dealing with peanuts and shellfish. So we're going to put in our Venn diagram, we have two circles and they're overlapping slightly. There are three ways you can overlap. You can overlap completely, overlap partially, or overlap none at all. These are overlapping partially, so we're going to have some people who are allergic to both. So we're going to put the people who are allergic to peanuts here, people who are allergic to shellfish here. This means that the people who are allergic to both need to be in the middle. We have 14 students that are allergic to peanuts. Now please understand the wording of this is incredibly important, just as always. 14 students are allergic to peanuts. That means that this entire circle, there are 14 students. It does not say that 14 students are only allergic to peanuts. That only is missing from here. So there are 14 students that are allergic to peanuts. So I can put 14 students in here, because this will include all of these. All of these are 14. Then it also says that 12 students are allergic to shellfish. Again, the only is missing. So there are 12 students who actually overlap here. There are 12 students who are in that entire circle. But I need to figure out what the overlap is. So right now, we have 14 students and 12 students. Well, 14 plus 12 is 26. But we're only allowed to talk about 21 students. So we have too many students. That means that we have overlap. There are 21 students that we can have, so if we subtract that 21, we're left with 5. That's our overlap. 5 people overlap. So in this overlap right here, we'll put our 5 people. But now we still have 14 students and another 5. That's 19 students who are allergic to peanuts, but we know that can't be true. This entire thing has to be 14. Well, I already have 5 from here. So how much will be left for this little section? This entire thing has to be 14. So if I take this section away, I'm left with this individual. To take away, you have to subtract. So if we subtract the 5 from the 14, because that's how many people who are already allergic to both, I'm left with 9 students over here. Now again, if we take this entire circle right here, we have the 9 and the 5. Those together are 14 students. So we still have 14 students who are allergic to peanuts. So on this one for shellfish, we know we're only supposed to have 12 students total who are allergic to shellfish. Well, we already have this section of the 5 for this circle. So if we take away that 5, we're left with 7 students. So again, if we take this entire circle, we have 5 and 7, which give us the 12 people. So what does this really mean? We know we have 21 students that are allergic. So we have 9, 5, and 7. Those add up to 21. We know we have 14 students allergic to peanuts. So we have, in this circle, this entire oval, 9 and 5 give us the 14. 12 are allergic to shellfish. We have, in this entire circle, 7 and 5 give us the 12. The question was, how many students are allergic to both? 5 students are allergic to both. So we can also write out what everything else meant too. There are 9 students are only allergic to peanuts. There are 7 only allergic to shellfish. We have 14 that are allergic to peanuts, 12 that are allergic to shellfish, and then we have 5 that are allergic to both. That's using all of our numbers. We had the 14 because that's how many peanuts. 12 was the shellfish. Now to understand, the 9 are only allergic to peanuts. 7 are only allergic to shellfish. And then the 5 are allergic to both peanuts and shellfish. So in this one, out of a group of 60 students, so our total amount of students is 60. That's our sample group. We have a group of 60 students. 60 is our total. That means all the numbers should add up to 60. We have 21 students sign up for chorus. It does not say only, so 21 sign up for chorus. 29 sign up for band, and 5 do take both. We actually know the value of both, so that will help us. We're going to put this information into a Venn diagram. Notice that we have the circle, so they do overlap slightly. They overlap at 5. But there's also a box around it. This first one didn't have a box. This means that there might be, we have chorus, so we're going to put chorus on this first circle. We're going to put band on the second circle, and then we also have our both in the middle. So what represents the box? Well, we have 60 students. Some are taking chorus, some are taking band, some are taking both. But do those students have to take chorus and band? This box represents the people who aren't taking either of them. So this would be our neither section. The outside of it represents the students who are taking neither of them, because the entire thing is our universal set. We need to make sure that the entire thing adds up to 60. So the one value that we absolutely know is that there are 5 that are taking both. That means that the overlap is, in fact, 5. Go ahead and put that in there. It says that 21 sign up for chorus. It does not say only chorus. So it says 21 sign up for chorus. So I can put the 21 here. This entire oval represents 21. I already have 5 of them in there, so how many are left? So if I take away the 5, I'm left with 16 students. That means that 16 students are only taking chorus. We still have 21 of these students that are taking chorus. I can do the same thing for the band. There are 29 that are signed up for band. It does not say only, so I say 29 are in band. But I already have 5 of them, because this entire oval represents band. So 5 of them are already taking band that we already have written, so I need to take out the 5 from the only section. We're left with 24 students. So we have 16 students taking chorus, only chorus. We have 5 students taking both chorus and band, and we have 24 students only taking band. So how many students are left? We have to have a total of 60. So we have 16 students total taking only chorus, 24 students only taking band, and then 5 students only taking both. So that's a total of 45 students. But we have to have 60. So how many are left? That'd be 15 students are in the neither section. So there are 15 out of those 60 students that aren't taking either chorus or band. So the question, how many students sign up for neither class? That'd be 15. What is the probability? When it says probability, that means we want a fraction. That a randomly chosen student from this group. So what's the total of this group? The total of the entire group is 60. Signed up for neither class. So we want from this group, which ones didn't sign up for either one of them. So neither. There was 15 of them. this would be equal to 15 out of 60. We want 3 significant figures. It's 0.250, 3 significant figures. So 2, 1, 2, third figure.